Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So guys, I'm really excited because today is a collab that we're doing together with Jerry Ellen from Cooking with Neighbors and her cousin Mel. We're doing copycat recipes, guys, and guess what I'm doing today? So excited. I am doing the Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell. So good. I'm so excited. I've never made it before, so you guys are going to be coming along with me making it as I make it for the first time, which is fine. I like to do that with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. It's also, today is the day that I'm going to be posting, so it is today. When you're going to be seeing this, it's going to be that I'm doing the video today. So I'm just telling you guys that I am a little under the weather. I woke up with like a kind of a pounding headache and just like a little nausea, and I don't know if it's a migraine or what. I took Motrin trying to push through it and everything, but I'm not feeling that great. But anyway, we're going to push on and we're going to make this crunch wrap. So I'm excited. So let's get started. I got all the stuff over here and I'll show you what I have going on. Alright guys, so I have the chopped meat here. I'm going to put about half of this in because it calls for a pound of chopped meat. So I'm just going to make half. This is 3 pounds. So I'm going to make about half of this because I'm going to make a couple of them probably. And maybe I should put the flame on. That would be good. Put the flame on. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to let this start browning up. And then we're going to go over to the table and I'm going to make cut up some of the stuff that I need. We need tomatoes, lettuce, and it's really pretty simple. And cheese sauce. It's really not that there's not a lot of ingredients. Maybe 4, 5, 6 ingredients. Doesn't seem hard to put together, so I think it's going to be pretty simple. So this is going to start browning up. And then we'll chop it a little bit more. You know, scrunch it up a little bit more. Alright guys, so I have everything at the table here that I'm going to need. So I didn't realize that I needed the bigger ones. I don't know what I was thinking. So I bought these, but you need a big one because this smaller one goes in the bigger one, goes on top of the bigger one. So I didn't buy the bigger ones, and I thought I was going to have my husband run out and get the bigger ones, but I found I do have some of the low carb ones in here, so I'll make whatever I have with the low carb big ones. You know, I probably have 3 or 4, so that'll be fine. So yeah, so they seem like the same size though. I hope this is gonna work out. I don't know, I hope I have the right size. Well, we'll figure it out. So I have these and this. I have the lettuce, shredded cheese. You're supposed to use like queso cheese, but I have the regular cheese because I wasn't sure who was really going to eat it, and Jenny doesn't eat that, you know, hot stuff. But I really should have got the queso. But what I can do is put a little salsa into this and make it a little, you know, spicy or whatever, and that's fine. So I'll just do that for whoever wants it spicy. So I got that, shredded cheese, and sour cream. And taco seasoning. I have to get the taco seasoning. Actually, I bought it yesterday in the little tube thingy. So I have to get that. But yeah, so I'm going to start cutting up the lettuce for the shredded lettuce. I should have bought shredded lettuce, but, you know, why would I make it easy? This is, I think, red leaf. Or green leaf. So I got to shred this lettuce up. The meat's cooking over there. I love using this big cutting board. I even like a bigger one actually, but I like this size because, you know, you don't always have to take everything off as long as it's not really messy and, you know, it's all kind of fits in its own little corner. So I like that. There are so many copycat recipes you can do. Oh, there's so much. It's so much fun because you can really, you know, you really can recreate things at home that you have out. And really, it's cheaper. It's most of the time so much better. You know, just really you gotta like get out there and just, you know, get in there and try things. This is so much fun. We've been doing this once a month. It's very exciting to come up with a copycat meal, you know, of all your favorite places. So this is a lot of fun. Thanks, Jerry, for doing this collab. I love it. So much fun. All right, so this is cut pretty good. I'm going to put this in its own little corner, like this. I'm going to go crunch up the meat a little bit more. All right, guys, so I ended up putting up the rest, I ended up putting the rest of the shop meat in here because I'm going to be making, I figured tonight probably is going to be tacos. So I just made the whole over 3 pounds of chopped meat here. This way it's all made already, and, you know, I'm sure we'll have tacos tonight. So even if we didn't, I could always do it the next night or whatever. But, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So this has to cook a little bit more now because I added the rest of the chopped meat to it. And I'm going to go over there and start cutting up the tomatoes. So yeah, so this is cooking away. Another couple of minutes and this will be done. I don't like to overcook my chopped meat. I don't like to kill it. Like I like it to just be done because I tend to like rare meat, but you know, chopped meat you have to cook fully, but I don't want to kill it. I don't like to dry it out. So I like to just cook it until it's brown, then I shut it off and let it sit here because it cooks longer too after you shut it. So you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna cover it up and I'm gonna go over to the table now. All right, so I'm gonna cut the tomatoes up now in little pieces. And that should be done in a couple of minutes. And I'll go and shut that off. Make these. I'm wondering if I should take. I think I'm going to take some of the juice out, only because the pulp. Because I think it'll be less soggy. You know what I mean? It might be a little soggy with the pulp. So I'll just take some of it out. Not all of it, but some of it. Just makes it less soggy. My headache feels a little bit better. It definitely feels better. I think the medicine is starting to kick in. I'm also getting a little hungry. I smell this meat cooking now. I'm getting a little hungry. All right, get that out. Just cut the pulp right out of it. You hear that chopped meat bubbling over there. I'm gonna go check it out. You have to have a really sharp knife, guys. Make sure, because it's very important when you're cutting. Because I don't know if you realize, but a dull knife, you can get cut just as even worse than with a sharp knife. Because I don't know really why, but it happens. is really nice and sharp. Alright, so this is nice and small. Push this over to the side. And I think that's the only thing that I have to chop up. Let me see. Let me look at the recipe. I'm gonna go shut that chop meat off too. Alright guys, so here is the taco seasoning. I'm going to put this in here now.
How long have the two of you been together now?
We've been together a year now.
Alright, so in the course of a year...
I drained out the, let me do it the other way. I drained out the grease. Okay. So, I'm going to put probably, I don't know, 1/4 of a cup maybe of sauce. And I'm going to, seasoning, I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Because I like it to be a little juicy, not too much. Give it a little mix. I'm going to probably add a little bit more. Because it's a lot of chopped meat. This is original taco. See, I buy these. I love buying these. I wish they were just bigger. Like I wish they would sell a bigger one. They don't. I've only seen it in this size. But if they would, maybe at Sam's. I don't know. I've looked there. I don't think I've seen it there though. I'd like to get a bigger one so it lasts longer. But. Smells so good, guys. I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. I don't want it to be dry. I wish I had cilantro. I forgot to get it. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I like the flavor of cilantro. Some people don't. Some people say they think it tastes like soup. I mean soup. Oh my Lord in heaven. They say it tastes like soap. I don't think it tastes like soap at all. So good. I'm going to taste this. Really good. Perfect amount of taco seasoning. So I'm going to shut this off, leave it covered. I don't want it to dry out. That's going to be that. So we're going to go over to the table now and get ready to start getting all the other stuff prepared. All right, guys, so I put some of the cheese sauce in here with a little salsa, and to make it have a little kick, because it's not queso, I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce in it. Just a little, not a lot. Give that a little mix, and this is going to be heated up. Okay. Let me taste it, see if it had a little kick. Another little drop. Okay. And there we go, guys. Made my own queso. Alright, so I'm gonna put this over here. I have to start getting prepared, getting the flour tortillas out of the bag and warm them up. Okay guys, so here we go. I got everything all prepared. Okay. I'm gonna start putting these together. And then after I put it together, then what I'm gonna do is bring it over to the stove and you put it in a skillet for a couple of minutes on each side to crunch them up and make them a little, warm, and then they're done, guys. So I'm excited. Okay, so let's move this over here. Let's bring you guys a little bit closer. All right, so first it says to lay this one here, the big one here. Okay, guys, I'm doing this with you, okay? Lay a flour tortilla down flat. Add 1/3 cup of seasoned ground beef in the middle of the flour tortilla. Okay. So I'm not going to measure, but I'm just going to measure about 1/3 cup. I don't know what that is. I would assume it's probably about that. This looks so yummy. Of course, I have to have a little bit more. Because if I say that's that, it's never enough. All right. Yeah, I think I dropped more. I don't know. Does that look like 1/3 cup to you? Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Then, I have to read things over 3 times because I don't comprehend it right away. Ground beef in the middle of the flour, but place warm nacho cheese on top. Okay. Doesn't say how much, but I assume a pretty nice amount. All right, place that on top. Okay. Add the tostada shell. Okay, that's this. Add the tostada shell on top. If you want to make it a double, you can make it a double. No, I don't want to make it a double right now. No, Cooper. Next, add your taco toppings such as shredded lettuce, shredded cheese, diced tomato, and sour cream. Okay, so I'm going to do some tomatoes. Now, you can put whatever you want in here. Like, if I want to put jalapenos, I can put jalapenos on here. It's whatever you want, All right, so tomatoes. Some lettuce, and then I'm going to put some shredded cheese, and then sour cream, guys. Woo! This is fun. The kids would probably love to do this, to build these things. I'm just nervous about I'm really nervous about closing it. I'm really nervous about that. I'm extremely nervous. Okay, and then sour cream. I hope that these things are big enough. Otherwise, it's going to be an epic fail. And I really don't want it to be a failure. And then sour cream. I guess that's enough, right? I don't freaking know. Put this up here. All right, guys. Okay, Cooper. All right, and tomatoes and sour cream. To fold the crunch wrap, start at the bottom of the flour tortilla and fold the edges up in the center. Continue folding clockwise so you get all the way around the tortilla and it meets in the middle. Guys, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. No. This is, I don't know how this is going to work. I think because these are too small. All right, guys, let's see now. Let's see. Let's see. Let me do something. You know you're supposed to close it like this, but how am I supposed to close it when this is not big enough, right? So I think that's what the problem is. So maybe what I have to do is, see, because this is supposed to be bigger, so I think that's the problem. Obviously, I didn't do a big enough thing. So maybe what I should do is, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to make this a double wrap, which I really didn't want to do, because it's kind of, see, because this part here has to be covered. I'm trying to think if I should have. All right. Well, this is a learning experience, guys. This is a learning experience. I got it a second. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I was supposed to have bigger ones than these. That's the issue. But okay, so let's just try to figure this out, how to make this work. Let's figure it out. Maybe what I can do is put this one on top. I'm gonna have to do something like that because otherwise it's not gonna. Epic fail! Alright, okay guys. Oh my god, really? Seriously? Now, I think a lot of people would probably pause the video, go to the food store, and get the right size crunch wrap things, the flour tortillas. But you know what? I'm not going to do that because this is real life, okay? In real life, you have to work things out. You can't always run to the store or do whatever. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't have enough time. Maybe you don't have a car. Whatever. So I'm going to work this out like this. I'm going to tuck this in like this, and I'm going to go get the frying pan started, and I'm going to make it like this. So this is covered. That's all that counts, right? This is covered. That's all that counts because that part has to be covered, otherwise it will come out. And it's probably going to taste exactly the same because it's just a double wrap. And they said you could have did that. You could have tripled it, doubled it, whatever you wanted to do. So next time when you guys, I'll put the recipe down below when you guys, or a link to it. When you guys do this, make sure you get the big wraps, the huge wraps. All right. Okay. Now the precarious part is going to be getting it over to the. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry the whole cutting board over there. So this way, I don't have a chance of it falling. Okay. Alright, let's put this over here. This will be the frying pan. Oh. And I'm short, so I always have to fight for everything because everybody in this house is tall. Sorry guys, you guys aren't even seeing what's going on here. Alright, let's put this there. Let me just look at something, one more minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so it says, let me see. Heat in skillet over medium heat and place the close until folded side down and cook for about 2 minutes until brown. Flip over and repeat. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter. Because butter They're so yummy. So guys, you know what? You can mess up in the kitchen. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, yes, it's a Taco Bell copycat recipe, but it's gonna taste the same, and it actually will look the same. All right. And wait till it gets a little bit hot, then I'm gonna put this in there. I had a feeling that was gonna happen because when I was sizing it, I was looking at it as I was putting stuff on it, and I'm like, oh boy, this tortilla is not going to cover this thing. I know it's not, but that's okay. All right. All right, so I'm going to put it here. Put the flame a little bit high so it gets crunchy. And just make sure it's all tucked in. Try to keep that tucked in. It's not going to be perfect. It's not, guys, but I'm very excited about how it's going to taste and look. Alright, guys, I'm going to try to flip it. Okay, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of butter on top. Because I want it to be brown on that side too. And butter browns everything. Ready, guys? All right, let's see. Woo! There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, like I said, this side is not really holding because it is smaller, but oh well. It's covering it up. It's keeping everything in, and that's the main thing. I mean, I could keep layering, but who would want to do that? Then I'm going to have so many layers, it's going to be ridiculous. But it is what it is, and it looks delicious. So I'm going to let it brown up a little bit, and then we're going to plate it and cut it and all of that. Okay, guys, so here it is. Okay. Put this stuff over here. All right, Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell. Just cutting up some parsley and some basil because I don't have cilantro. So I want to put a little parsley and basil on, which will be yummy. And all right, guys, so it's not perfect. Like I said, it has this, like, it looks like a moon or something with this little cover. It's like a blanket on it. Whatever. It'll keep it all together. I guess I'm gonna cut it, right? Yeah, they cut it. Okay. It's like a pizza pie. I can't cut it like that. All right, guys. Wow. Ooh, that looks yummy. Look at that. That looks amazing. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of sour cream on it. Okay, guys. I mean, it looks like a Crunch Wrap. It really does. It's homemade, guys. Mmm. It's really good. Although, I think it could be a little bit crunchier. But, have a napkin.
No.
Get prepared. Get prepared.
It's really good, but you know what I think I'm gonna do? The next one I make, I'm gonna put in the air fryer. Even this one, I'll put back in there. To make it more crunchy. Because definitely could use a little bit more crunch. But, guys, you got all the flavors in there. All the stuff. You could put anything you want in this, you know, as a copycat. And make your own. Doesn't matter. So good. So yummy.
I'm gonna really come back. I'm not gonna wait.
All right. Some tomatoes on it. A little bit of lettuce, guys. And a dollop of sour cream. And there we go, guys. Here it is. Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell. So good, guys. I'm so excited. This was so much fun doing this. Even though it didn't work out 100%, it was still delicious. And it really is good. So I'm so glad you guys are here. I hope you guys enjoyed this copycat video. Don't forget to check out all the other collabs and stuff we're going to be having. And don't forget to hit all those notification buttons and the bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload. Alright, guys? Thank you, Jerry Ellen and Cousin Mel, for doing this. We had so much fun. I love doing these collabs. So much fun. So, guys, I'm going to go now and eat my Taco Supreme from Taco Bell. Bye. See you on the next video. Bye, guys.